Jai Hind everyone and welcome in this last session on jumbled sentences. Today we are going to learn some important tricks and techniques while solving jumbled sentences in NDA examination and any other competitive examination. Here we'll learn syntax types, examples and tricks. These are the syntax types which we already learned, and here we are going to revise them. All the syntax types, you can see that every syntax type or any sentence begins with a subject. Then comes the verb, but sometimes between the subject and the verb, a phrase or a clause can be inserted. Sometimes two verbs can be joined by and sometimes two subjects can be joined by and. So these are the various syntax types. Apart from these syntax types, there can be many other. Sometimes a phrase can be inserted in the beginning, or a sentence begins with a prepositional phrase. So that's all about the syntax types, and now we are going to look at the examples. Here is the first example. Here you can see that there are 5 parts of the sentence. The sentence begins with in the darkness. So in the darkness is a prepositional phrase, and the sentence is beginning with a prepositional phrase, and after this prepositional phrase we obviously need to take a subject. Okay, the long narrow beard was is a verb. This definitely should not be the subject and the sentence should not start with and, because this is not the subject. The tall stooping figure of the doctor, this is the noun phrase. This should be the subject. So our answer starts with R. So we can easily eliminate option B and D, because option B and option D, both of them do not start with R. So R is the first part in the sequence. The tall stooping figure of the doctor was clearly visible with long narrow beard and aquiline nose. So our sequence is RQPS. RQPS is option A. So our answer is option A. That's all about question number 1. Now let's go to question number 2. Here again we have 5 parts of the sentence. The sentence starts with though he dialed frequently. Though is a conjunction, he is a subject, dialed is the verb. So it is a complete clause, and after a clause another clause should definitely start, and a clause starts with a subject. So we'll have to look for a subject in the options available here. Though he dialed frequently, my brother could not contact me. See here, my brother is the subject, could not is the verb, could not contact is the verb, me is the object. So this makes a clause. So though he dialed frequently, my brother could not contact me on telephone. Means my brother could not contact me on telephone. As means because it is a new conjunction which starts a new clause. As I had gone out of office and had left no information. So our sequence is QPSR. So QPSR is the sequence and option C is the answer. Now let's go to next question, question number 3. The sentence starts with a clause. It is well known that. Here it is the non-referential it is a subject. It is the is the verb. It is well known that is a conjunction which introduces a new clause. It is well known that the effect of cinema on children is very bad. So the effect of cinema is a noun phrase which constitutes the subject. The effects of cinema on children is very bad. Is the verb and very bad is the complement. Okay, so here the sequence is PSRQ. So PSRQ is the sequence and it is in option A. So our answer is option A. Now let's go to next question, question number 4. Here again we can see that there are 5 parts of a sentence and the sentence starts with it is very easy. Here again we have a clause which starts with a non-referential it as a subject. So, is the verb. It is very easy. It is very easy to persuade oneself that a phrase that one does not quite understand may mean a great deal more than one realizes. So our sequence is SRQP. SRQP is option C. So our answer is option C. Now let's go to question number 5. It is easier. Again, see, we have last 3 examples have been starting with non-referential it, and they are all starting with the subject and complete clause. So it is easier for men to venture into space. So the sequence starts with Q, then P follows. It is easier for men to venture into space than to explore beneath their feet. So it is easier to explore this. It is easier to venture into space than to explore beneath their feet. So our sequence is QPSR. QPSR is option A. So our option B. So our answer is option B. Now let's go to question number 6. The man looked. So here the subject and the verb is given in the beginning, and we'll have to complete the first clause. The man looked all around him to make sure, as if anxious to make sure that he was not being watched. So our sequence is QRPS, and QRPS is option D. So our answer is option D. That's all about question number 6. Now let's go to question number 7. An explorer. A subject is given in the beginning, a noun phrase, an explorer. Then obviously a verb should follow. Must study his maps. An explorer must study his maps very carefully. P is followed by S. Then so that he will be able to plan his trip efficiently. After PS, RQ follow. So PSRQ is the correct sequence, and PSRQ is option A. That's why our answer is option A, PSRQ. That's all about question number 7. Now let's go to question number 8. The girl. It is again a noun phrase, and a noun phrase constitutes the subject. And after the subject, a verb should follow. The verb should follow a subject. So the girl declined to marry John. Declined is the verb. The girl declined to marry John. Or as I already told you in the syntax types, between the subject and the verb, another clause or another phrase can be inserted. Here we can see in the second part, in part Q, that there is a relative clause. Who was both beautiful and intelligent? Who was beautiful and intelligent? John or that girl? So the girl. Okay. So this relative clause should follow the subject, the girl. Okay. So it should be placed between the verb, between the subject, the girl, and the verb declined. Between the subject, the girl, and between the verb declined, we'll have to place this relative clause. So the girl, who was both beautiful and intelligent, declined to marry John because he was poor, although he loved her truly. So our sequence is QPSR. QPSR is option B. So our answer is option B. That's all about question number 8. Now let's go to question number 9. Here again we have 5 parts of the sentence, and the first sentence starts with a noun phrase, modern advertising techniques. And after noun phrase, obviously a verb should come. Modern advertising techniques give the customers, give is the verb here, which can be used after the noun phrase modern advertising techniques, which is used as the subject. Modern advertising techniques give the customers a certain veracious satisfaction by their daydreaming qualities, just as the movies do. So our sequence is RSPQ. RSPQ is option B, so our answer is option B. Now let's go to last question in this today's session. It's a quite lengthy question, and again there are 5 parts of the sentence. The sentence starts with, finally my mother comes downstairs. Finally my mother comes downstairs all dressed up. So our sequence should obviously start with R. And my father being engaged in conversation with my grandfather, not knowing whether to, becomes uneasy, not knowing whether to greet my mother or continue the conversation. So our sequence is RPQS, and RPQS is option B. So our answer is option B. That's all about this session. You can contact us on the given details, and thank you. Have a nice day.